We are Onyx Imaging. We are the highest rated and most reviewed printer service center in Oklahoma.
Hi, my name is John with Onyx Imaging. Today we're going to take a look at this Brother MFC L8610 printer. And today we're going to talk about how to locate and how to properly remove paper jams from a printer. So the first thing to note is which direction the paper travels through the printer. So what you want to know is the paper goes from a paper tray. It's going to come up, across about the middle of your printer here, loop up, and then come out into the output bin here at the top of the printer. So that's important for a couple of reasons. One, it'll help you find the paper whenever there's a paper jam. Two, it's very important that whenever you're removing a paper jam, that whenever possible you're always pulling that paper in the direction that it would normally want to travel through the printer. So again, that's from the paper tray up to about the middle of the printer, across towards the back of the printer, and then back out into your output bin. So the reason you want to always remove paper in the direction it would normally follow inside the printer is there's lots of different little sensors and stuff inside of there, as well as different rollers that are rubber and have a lot of kind of grip to them. So if you pull the paper the wrong way, you can potentially damage either a roller or one of the driving gears that works on that or moves that roller. It could also potentially either snag on a sensor, which could rip the paper and maybe leave a small piece of paper inside of the printer that can still give you a paper jam error even after you remove most of the paper. Or worst case scenario, you actually break that sensor, in which case you can cause a lot of damage to the inside of this printer and it can cost you either a lot of money or possible replacement. So very, very important. You always want to remove paper in the right direction, which is going to follow the paper path. And again, one more time, that's from the paper tray up to about the middle of the printer, across to the back, and then a loop up and then into the output bin. So it's kind of a big S pattern there. Most common places to find the paper jam is going to be in the bottom of the tray. So remove the tray completely, and you'll just want to take a second, look underneath, make sure you don't see any paper sticking out anywhere. If everything looks good there, put that back in. The next most common place to find is going to be in the back of the printer. So if I turn this around, there's a big handle right here in the middle. I'm just going to grab that and pull this all the way down, and then open up this whole back of the printer where you can look for any kind of paper sticking out anywhere. So if you see any paper, it's very important to kind of realize where it's at. If it's sticking out from the bottom, you can pinch down these little green clips here, lower this whole piece down, and you can very carefully grab the paper and pull it out. Now do be very careful. This roller here, this orange, kind of brownish orange roller, can get very, very hot. So be very careful not to touch it. You can very easily burn yourself. So be very, very careful. But again, if it's down here at the bottom, pull straight out this way, and you can very easily remove that paper jam, and it'll be following the correct direction. Now if it's sticking out towards the top here, where you can only see a little bit of paper kind of hanging out of the back of the printer, it's not enough to hold on to, then you can always turn this around, and it should be sticking far enough out of the top of the printer. You can stick your hand and grab the rest of the paper and pull it out this way. You don't want to pull that whole sheet of paper out the back, because again, you can damage all those rollers and those sensors that are in the top of the printer, and you don't want to do that. So very, very simple. And again, one last time, always want to follow the direction of the paper path whenever you're moving a paper jam. So that's from the paper tray up to about the middle of the printer, towards the back, up, around, and out the very top. So if you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to reach out to Onyx. We'd love to help answer this for you. Also, if there's any way we can help supply with any of your printer or office supply needs, please feel free to reach out to Onyx. We'd love to help supply this for you as well. We hope you have a great day and you're back up and printing. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. If you're interested in how you can receive free labor on all of your service calls, as well as how to qualify for free printer upgrades, contact us today. We are here for all of your printer and office supply needs.